We begin with terrifying moments overnight when at least two armed men kicked in the door to a Corpus Christi home. It happened at around 3:30 at an upstairs apartment behind a home near the intersection of McBride Lane and Aaron Drive. Police tell us at least two men wearing hoodies and face coverings kicked in the door of the home. Inside, two women were held at gunpoint and pepper sprayed.
They were forced into a closet while three suspects ransacked the apartment and stole electronics, cell phone, and a game console. The two women escaped by jumping out of the second-story window. One of them may have had a broken foot, and she went to the hospital to get checked out.
Because the women were pepper sprayed and the face coverings of the men were wearing, the victims did not get a good description of the suspects. Police are trying to piece together evidence to find out who the suspects are.